Do's and don'ts while doing or while teaching communication to your child. Hello everyone, I'm Anita, speech language pathologist. Today let's talk about what to do, what not to do while teaching the child how to communicate. Let's talk about what not to do first, and then let's go to what to do. So what not to do? First main thing, when parents observe or when parents have a concern of child has a speech and language delay, the first main thing they start doing is putting a lot of demand and asking questions. What is that? While going on the road, when they see the dog, what is that? And what is that? Looking at the tree, and they keep on asking the questions. So my first point, already you guessed it, which is do not ask the question. So okay, without asking question, how can we get the answer? So speech is not about answering to your questions. Communication is not about answering the questions. Communication is more of initiating, requesting, and having a conversation and interacting. So basically, do not ask questions when you have first figured out this child has a speech delay. Instead of that, what we can do it, comment on things. What do you see? That is we call as parallel talk. So do comment on things. What do you see? For example, instead of asking the child what is that when you see the dog, you just simply say that is dog, I see a dog, first few times, and then try giving a pause next time. That's one. And the second one is what not to do is using big sentences and complex sentences. So, and this is another thing is when we talk more with a child and they have a lot of words and a lot of they hear a lot and they start talking. This is also another thing, but using complex sentences and using longer sentences, which is difficult for children one who has a speech delay to have a process, and which seems them which looks like more demanding. And the third one is do not use the word say this, say that, say this, say that. So that focus, which is directly putting demand on the child, you say this, say, and that puts them very low, and we are going to create a lot of low confidence to child, that when we say, and which creates a lot of problem as well for their confidence. And that might create, if they're ready to use a gesture, mama is asking me to say, I shouldn't use a gesture as well. So they try not to communicate in any form. So try not to use say word while teaching. Being a talker throughout the day. So somebody says that, talk with a child so they will hear and speak. Yes, that's good. But just talking with a child without giving any pause or without having a meaningful way, so that is not going to work much. Putting a lot of demand to say the word. You say this and then I will give that. You say this, then I'll open it. So putting a lot of demand, which is not good when child has a speech and language delay. So first we should understand the child's condition and what child is going through, and we should simplify a lot of things. Before using say and then I'll give it, make sure we teach gestures, sign, or use any of devices or picture exchange, anything. Teach how to communicate, how to exchange, how to convey the message, and then later have a target of child should exchange the communication with you. Directly do not have a demand, too high demand that you have to say, then I'll give it. Now let's talk about what to do. So we already know what not to do, and let's talk about what to do. So what to do while giving or while stimulating the child to teach him communication. Basically, first main thing is use simple words, simple phrases with more conveying method. Second one, make sure you connect more with the facial expression and use a lot of gestures while using the words, which is very important. Use simple words and simple sentences and simple phrase, and use more facial expression according to emotions, and change your voice of tone while talking to child and get the child's attention doing some and being animated way, and changing more facial expression, and then give actual word, and be slow and stress more on the target word. That is more important. Trust me, this is definitely going to help if you're going to practice consciously. I hope this video is helpful, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for more videos, and see you. Bye bye.